all the, looks like all the little spikes on the side, those are bosses. That's how we attach our advanced applique armor. It's a deflection system more than anything. It allows us to deflect a medium machine gun and a small arms fire. So we don't get killed.
You know, one of the neatest part of my jobs out here is I'm kind of like a grandpa figure with a lot of these young Marines. And the upside of that is nobody ever yells at me because it's like yelling at your grandpa. Oh, you can also sit back and go, you know, I don't recall, or I don't, and that works out really good. All right, without further ado, what I'm going to do is turn it over to Sergeant McCormick, weapons expert, knows this tractor inside and out. This is the same vehicle that you saw out in the water here, gang. Sergeant McCormick.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sergeant McCormick. I've been in the Marine Corps for about 7 years now. I've been here at the schoolhouse as an instructor for 3 years. I've taught amphibian officers and amphibian unit leaders. Now I'm currently the Marines Away and Training Platoon Sergeant. But today I'm going to be giving you a brief on the AAV P7A1 and also the weapons that are associated with it. So the AAV P7A1 is our personnel carrier, and it carries 21 fully combat loaded troops in the back here. As you can see, there's bench seats on the left and right side. There's also bench seats on the wall that we can take down and put in the middle. We call infantrymen, when they ride on our tracks, crunchies, for a good reason, because there's not a lot of space back there. It gets pretty crowded when you get 21 fully combat loaded Marines back there. These are the weapons that are associated with all three of the vehicles you just saw. The first two weapons I'm going to talk about is the 50 cal and the Mark 19. Now these are the two weapons that are on the first vehicle that you saw, the AAV P7A1.
Like I mentioned earlier, we train 1,000 of these young Marines a year through here. They don't ever start a class when they come in here and suffer to the old guy telling them about Tarawa, Iwo, Peleliu, Tinian, Saipan. Somehow, by default, I became sort of a de facto historian, and that's how I got involved with this museum. And so it's been a labor of love for me, and I think after I retire from civil service in a couple of years, I'll probably come back here and continue doing this just as a volunteer, because I've had the absolute privilege, the honor to meet the young men that took these vehicles ashore at those battles in the Pacific over the last 14 years. And I've learned that great deeds are soon forgotten when not retold. And when these guys are passing away, and I get a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old high school sophomore, I said, there's a reason why you can wear that thing in your ear and you can wear your pants down to the bottom of your ass. It's because that 17, 18-year-old Marine had the courage to go into the fire of Tarawa, of Peleliu, of Iwo. I can go through the whole litany of islands. But I try to drive home to them the importance of what they're seeing here and what it means to why they can do what they do today. All right, that being said, what you're looking at here, again.
Well, good evening. We're all here in San Diego at the beautiful Bayside Holiday Inn for another gathering of the Brooke group, and I forget how many this makes, about 6th or 7th, I think. But we're got a good crowd, and looking forward to a beautiful, and my wife, Laurie.
Good evening.
And it was interesting because today was my daughter's birthday, and she was born when I got out here to be part of the Brooke crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance of the flag.
Ready, present, art.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Color order, art. Parade,
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay standing as the colors are paraded off the deck.
color, ten, hoop, carry, art. Left. Hit. Forward, art.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dick Blackington, First Executive Officer, USS Brooke.
Thank you. And it's great to see so many of you here. And I want to say not only thanks to the Marines, I had a few words with them earlier, and actually very much thanks to Tom Adamants back in the spring. A dear friend of mine made his 90th birthday. So I was asked to provide the honor guard, and these 4 young men were able to come down to the La Jolla Country Club and present arms. And it was, I got to tell you, it was a bunch of people with tears in their eyes. And I really want to thank them again personally and professionally for coming down here. And once again, now, I've got a few facts to give you, and most of it has to do with telling this young lady in front of me a story. And I want her to know that she is amongst a bunch of heroes. And I mean true heroes, because every single one of the Brooke crew member, be it plank order or later on, is a true hero, young lady. And I'll tell you why. Because these men produced 7 admirals for the United States Navy. Now, I don't know of any other ship in the Navy other than maybe an aircraft carrier, but the size of Brooke, that had as many admirals. We had 1 4-star admiral, 2 3-star admirals, one of whom was our initial commanding officer, Vice Admiral Walters. We had 2 2-star admirals and 1 1-star. Now that's 15 stars that these guys worked with, and produced for the United States. So I want to thank you very much. And that, of course, my own personal hero over here, my Master Chief Boatswain's mate, young lady, there is a real hero that you need to talk to and say thank you.
And that's all the names that I have present, but I'm sure, as I said, there's a lot more out there. So I'd only ask that we just think about this for a moment with a moment of silence. And as I say, Eternal Father, strong to save. These were our shipmates, fathers, friends, families. Rest in peace, shipmates. Amen.